Hi, Patrick.
Hey Ryan, how you doing, mate?
I'm good, mate. Yeah, I didn't know. I know we rescheduled last week. I didn't know if it was today or not, and I just thought I'd jump on the link just in case.
No, no stress, mate. Good to see you. Must be a bit chilly if you've got the double wall going.
Yeah, it is. It's getting a bit cold now. It's definitely changed the weather here. Was it like where you are still red hot, I'm guessing?
It Yeah, it's stinking hot to be honest. Just as I'm about to leave after the call to go do some supermarket shopping for dinner, but it just pissed down. But it gets pretty cold when the
Yeah,
rain hits, but generally it's just hot as hell at the moment.
good, good. My virtual assistants, they're based in the Philippines. They all had the earthquakes and stuff. Did you experience
Uh
anything?
we get earthquakes pretty regularly. I
Yeah,
like but the Philippines, they just cop a bad run. They're always getting earthquakes and floods, and they get everything.
Mhm.
Um, it's probably hard to get house insurance in the Philippines, to be honest, because I reckon every time I speak to a virtual assistant, there's something going on. They're like, "Yeah, I'm under a foot of water," while I'm working. But yeah, mate. But thanks for doing this. I'll ask you a few questions in a sec, but what I'll do is, in exchange, I'm going to be building out GPT specifically for each part of the training program. So you can be like a beta tester for each of those as a thank you. But yeah, mate, we can get stuck straight in. Like thanks for taking the time to do this. Like, feel free to just give everybody a bit of an introduction into who you are and what it is that you do.
Yeah, so I'm Ryan Eccleston. I'm used to position myself before joining the program as a designer, but now completely kind of changed the mindset that I'm in and stuff, and now I'm building a new product which is much more related to the strategy of building businesses, right down to the fundamentals. So design now really only plays a really small part in that. So the new product that I'm creating is called Fly, which covers all different areas with such as like messaging, actual content, then your branding, and also like digital ecosystems and actual systems optimizations as well. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm moving towards now, much more higher caliber of clients.
Yeah, so really, like, it's still branding and design expertise, but it's wrapped in the knowledge and kind of the functional help of like how to get the most out of it, I suppose. That's awesome. What take me through where you were in your business before you came into Profitable Designer.
Yeah, yeah. So I started working for myself just after COVID, so 2011. I handed my notice in like December 2020. Set up on myself January 21. Things started off really well. So much so that I took on two designers, both juniors. And then all of a sudden, towards the end of 2021, things started to take a bit of a nosedive in terms of like work. Didn't really know anything about marketing and stuff like that then. Yeah, well, I did know marketing because my previous role was that, but in terms of like having the time to market myself and how to kind of the strategy of doing that, didn't really know a lot about that. So it was all like word of mouth work constantly. Then, like I said, things took a bit of a nosedive, hit a bit of problems financially, and basically the two juniors was taking on more in terms of like salary per month than what I was. So that was a bit of a wake-up call for me. And I went right back to the drawing board at that point. But I had to sadly let the designs go, and I started kind of building from scratch again. And then noticed you came up in my feed, Patrick, which was really good at the time because the messaging just really resonated with my situation completely. And it was like he was talking directly to me. So I was always a bit skeptical about like joining programs and stuff like that. Very skeptical, but I just thought your messaging resonated so much. I thought, what have I kind of got to lose here? I'm kind of at rock bottom, and now I need to start rebuilding. So we jumped on a call, and then from there on, here I am in the program. So that's kind of where I kind of came from. Do you want to know? Do you want me to go further than that, Patrick? Do you want me to kind of say where we're at now and stuff?
We'll get into that in a sec. That'd be good. What like how have you enjoyed the experience so far? Is there like a because the program's got a few facets like calls, training, community, live events, which you experience. Is there like one format of the program that's like really resonated the most or
Yeah, I really like the community, the in-person events. They're the two main things. I just love being in that like-minded community where sometimes I don't even post in, I just go through and read and I can resonate with it. Everyone's kind of where they're at. Like I said, everyone's at different stages. Some are at stages what I was at a couple of years ago. Some are 5 years ahead of me, and it's really good to have that broad spectrum of different people who are all like-minded and all want the same goals. We all want to be better off financially and have more free time, and it's kind of really good to see that, especially that given they're all in a very similar industry. We're all in creative industries as well, which is really beneficial, I think.
amazing? What do you feel like's been the biggest aha moment that you've had since you've been inside the program?
I definitely know it was when we had a conversation and I told you that I was getting so busy now that I couldn't manage the workload. You told me that I needed to increase my pricing so that I wasn't converting as much because I was converting too much basically. So that's what I did. My projects went from like average 500 to 1K for branding and a website. Now that kind of project, I'm charging at least 2.5K for that kind of stuff. But obviously we're looking to now take that a step further, whereby we're doing all the systems and everything around that. So that new Twine business will be launching soon, which is good. But I think another area that really helped was how you told me when I got too busy to start looking for virtual assistants. That's something I would have never in a million years thought of doing. And I did, and I went on platform that you said, and I found a really, really good virtual assistant. She's still with me now. She's been promoted as well. She gets several pay rises because she's such a good virtual assistant. And I've also got two others now that I've found on the platform. So I've got three virtual assistants in total, all highly skilled, better than me at web design, better than me at development, and I think that's another key takeaway as well. Hiring people that are better than me rather than looking after juniors, which I did in the past, which caused a lot of problems. So that's kind of some of the key things that I've taken from the program.
Got it. Take us through some of like the results that you've seen from the thinking and the strategies.
Yeah, so conversion rate definitely improved significantly by writing better proposals, showing the value in the proposals rather than just basic deliverables. Like used to go in and say you'll get a logo, you'll get SEO, you'll get, and it's basically just a check box, which just looks super generic. But now because I'm working with better clients and charging more, I do have a bit more kind of time and effort to put into the proposals to make them a bit more tailored to the client and show how we can help their business specifically. So in doing that, that's really increased the conversion rate of our proposals.
Amazing. Take us through like how's it impacted revenue and like bringing in like virtual assistants. What has that done to how much time you spend inside the business these days in comparison to what you were maybe in the past?
It's crazy. So basically, where I used to be doing everything, I'm basically just creative director. I give the strategy, and then my team just implements. I still take care of the branding work myself, something that I'm quite passionate about and I really do enjoy. And I think it forms a solid foundation for when I hand over to the implementation of my team. But yeah, in terms of like time, I've got so much more free time now. Like I'll probably start work about 9 a.m. Go to the gym in the middle of the day, make sure that the team's on with everything, they have enough work to be on with. Come back and do a few more hours in the afternoon, and then finish around 4 p.m. Don't work 5 days a week anymore. I just work when I need to work, basically. That's it. But whereas before it was always really intense, managing several projects on my own, chasing cash flow. It's just always issues. But now because we've got such a strong pipeline, and a solid kind of team with great processes now, we always have a steady flow of projects and income that covers all the outgoings.
Take us through like what you've been able to do from like a average project value standpoint. So you've built up a good amount of opportunity pressure. Like how much you've been able to increase your fees because you can take advantage of not needing, the next project to close.
Exactly, that's exactly right. So whereas in the past I would always think, okay, I'm gonna have to charge 500 quid a year so I get this job because I need the money. Now, like I said, for a bit, we don't really charge less than 2K for any work now. We don't take on like the ad hoc bitty stuff. It's got to be a beefy project, and the reason for that is because we know like the next project's always around the corner, so we're not just relying on that project for the cash flow. But in terms of like average project value, like I said, when I first started out in 2021, I'll probably charge 500 pounds for a website, but now, because the quality's increased so much, and the general like strategy that goes into it, you're looking at for a similar website but better quality. We're charging like 2.5K for those types of sites now, and that's just because yeah, they look better and they're built better, but there's a lot more kind of initial strategy and consultation that goes in rather than me just diving in and building it like I used to.
Got it. What so how has this changed the way that you think about your business moving forwards?
Um, so the mind that, like I said, my mindset's shift completely now. I believe in myself now. I know that I know where I want to go and how far I want to go with the business, and that's why I'm setting up this new twine business. So I think like I said, it's given me that self-belief because I've not just gone from like increasing my from 500 to like 2.5K for these basic projects. I've done that kind of like in increments. So it went from 500 to 1,000. Then I started testing the water with like 1,500, then 2,000, then 2,500. So it's kind of in doing that, I'm believing in myself, and it's just taking them little steps each time, getting a little bit better each time in terms of what we're doing, following the processes, improving the systems. So it has given me much more self-belief in what I can charge for what myself and my team are producing for our clients. And it's also made me kind of take action and realize that I can do much more than design. I'm quite good with the kind of actual strategy of the business, and all that kind of stuff, what sits around the actual design work.
Amazing, mate. Yeah, thanks for taking the time to offer some insights, and yeah, it's greatly appreciated.
It's absolutely fine.
Awesome, mate. Thanks for that. Yeah, give me another couple of weeks and then I'll start whipping up these I've written out all the base content for the GPTs, but just let me know when you get them, and I'm going to build out every part of the program in GPTs. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
Is that then, Patrick? So I'm like I said, I'm building this new Twine brand, and then once that's all built, which is probably about 80% there, I'm diving right back into the beginning of the program again. Then I'm
Yep.
gonna really more detail because these types of projects, these are the ones that we're going to be charging in excess of 15 to more like 15 to 50K kind of projects. We've got one like really strong case study, which is actually my wife's business, which we've got ready for franchising and stuff now. So it's been a massive kind of project. So branding, strategy, creative direction, photography shoots, videography shoots, you name it. It's kind of we've done the kind of full works, and what I'm looking to do now with the Twine business is rinse and repeat that project and find the clients that are looking to do similar kind of transformations as what we've done for them.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the what it's really going to be is it's going to be helping with the thinking behind like building new offers and marketing content and like landing pages, and so that all you have to do is fill in the information about your situation, and it'll kind of point you in the direction of content or copy or how to run the sales process, basically.
Brilliant. Okay, sounds good.
Yeah. Um, awesome, mate. Well, yeah, thank you so much for taking the time. It's greatly appreciated, and I look forward to um, sending that to you. And just feel free to reach out in the meantime if you've got any questions.
Well, do. Thanks a lot, Patrick.
Pleasure, mate. Have a great day. Thanks.